this programming stream to bring you something from a dream. A pair of socks that talk and glow. And who's the guest? It's I don't know. I don't know's here to steal the stage with wisdom old and cosmic rays. She's got one eye but sees it all, from giant stars to bathroom stalls. She said, "Hey world, what's going on? Your toaster's sad, your donut's gone." She spins in circles, yells, "Oh no!" What happens next? Nobody knows. Your regular show is in a bind, 'cause I don't know's warped inside your mind. A blinking eye, a swirling haze. Say goodbye to normal days. I don't know's here to steal the stage with wisdom old and cosmic rays. She's got one eye but sees it all, from gossip queens to shopping malls. She's got a dance called the spinning stare.
From hell, don't know how, feel the fury, no bow. Together we'll show. Twin hearts, wild and free. Flames burn eternity. Our bond, can't you see? Rage against destiny. Haunted, past won't define. Fearless future, we climb side by side every time. Straight through the grind. Bleeding, curse from our veins. Battle cries, untamed brains. Through the storm, break the chains. Fire in our brains. Twin hearts, wild and free. Flames burn eternity. Our bond, can't you see? Rage against destiny. Creeping close now. Whispers from hell, don't know how. Feel the fury, no bobo. Together we'll show. Twin hearts, wild and free. Flames burn eternity. Our bond, can't you see? Rage against destiny. Running hearts, wild and free. Flames burn eternity. Our bond, can't you see? Rage against destiny. Haunted past won't define. Fearless future, we climb contain names. Against destiny. Haunted past won't define. Fearless future, we climb side by side every time. Strength through the grime. Bleeding, curse from our veins. Battle cries, untamed brains. Through the storm, break the chains. Fire in our brains. Through the storm, break the chains. Fire in our brains. Doing haunted past won't define. Fearless future, we climb side by side every time. Strength through the grind. Bleeding courage from our veins. Battle cries, untamed reigns. Brings through the storm, break the chains. Fire in our brains.
I feel my heart beat like thunderstorm inside, holding back these words I speak only in my mind. Love so strong, but shadows linger in the night. I'd rather be a stranger than make you cry. Still waters run deep in this quiet melody, keeping distance like I'm just a memory. You smile and I shiver when you look my way, but in my silence I keep the storm at bay. Echoes of silence whisper in my soul, truths I can't utter keep me from losing control. Every heartbeat, a secret that I'll never tell. Protect you from my darkness, as hard as it is to quell. Like a whisper that's lost in the breeze. Every moment stolen but never deceived. In the silence between us, our hearts still align. I'll hold back my truth until the end of time. Echoes of silence whisper in my soul, truths I can't utter keep me from losing control. Every heartbeat, a secret that I'll never tell. Protect you from my darkness, as hard as it is to quell.
enslaving our lives to their will, letting criminals take their fill. They are just destroying it all, burning down every wall, enslaving our lives to their will, letting criminals take their fill, sending our lives into endless war, busting down our doors, bleeding us as they celebrate the death toll. There is no way out without paying the price for the polls.
Snow is falling on Pelican Town. Lights are twinkling all around. Farming tools are laid to rest. Winter's here, it's time to fest. Under mistletoe we cheer, joy in hearts this time of year. Stardew Christmas so divine, friends and love we intertwine. Crops may sleep, but hearts awake, fishing by the frozen lake. Gather folks from far and near, Stardew Valley Christmas cheer. Under mistletoe we cheer, joy in hearts this time of year. Stardew Christmas so divine, friends and love we entwine. Feast on pie and cookies sweet, warmth in every friendly greet. Around the tree we share a smile, forgetting worries just for a while. Under mistletoe we cheer, joy in hearts this time of year. Stardew Christmas so divine, friends and love we intertwine.
They want me to fit in their mold, but I'm done with the stories they told. Every day feels like a cage, but I'm ready to write my own page. They tried to clip my wings, hold me back, but I've got an internal fire burning inside. I'm on the attack, gonna break free from their lies. I've got dreams that stretch to the skies. I'm breaking the chains, can't you see? This girl just wants to be free. No more shadows, no more disguise. I am me. Just open your eyes. Whispers and stares, I've seen it all, but I won't let their judgment be my downfall. I'm standing tall, I'm standing proud, gonna shout my truth out loud. They'll say I'm wrong, their words so cold, but my heart is fierce, my spirit bold. This journey's mine to take, my destiny. Don't need their approval to be free. I'm breaking the chains, can't you see? This girl just wants to be free. No more shadows, no more disguise. I am me. Just open your eyes. I'm breaking the chains, can't you see? This girl just wants to be free. No more shadows, no more disguise. I am me. Just open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Oh.
I'm feeling down. Stepping out into the wasteland, gotta find a way to stand. Radioactive skies above, looking for a little love. Survive, survive the fallout. Gonna scream and gonna shout. Survive, survive and thrive. In this world we stay alive. Met a dog, he's got my back. Together we find a track. People hiding on the ground, haven't lost what we have found. Dancing through the danger zone, not fighting this fight alone. Building up a brand new home in this land of crows. Survive, survive the fallout. Gonna scream and gonna shout. Survive, survive and thrive. In this world we stay alive. Dancing through the danger zone, not fighting this fight alone. Building up a brand new home in this land of crows. Survive, survive the fallout. Gonna scream and gonna shout. Survive, survive and thrive. In this world we stay alive.
Books in the hallway, posters on the wall, pranks all day long, we're having a ball. Running through the dorms, music blasting loud, dancing in the quad, we draw a crowd. Watch out, let chaos reign, let rules be bent. We own this place with no amends. Skating through the green, laughing in the dark, every little scheme leaving a mark. Cafeteria, food fight, turning tables red, messy but it's alright, all in our head. Watch out, let chaos reign, let rules be bent. We own this place with no amends. Fear inside me keeps me down. Chains of doubt I wear like crowns. In the dark I hear the sound. Voices telling me I'm bound. Thoughts of failure in my mind. Shadows I can't leave behind. But I'm reaching for the light. No more running from the fight. Breaking free from fears that bind. Heart and soul no more confined. I can't fly when I believe. Gonna rise and won't deceive. Steps I take might seem so small, but I'm standing 10 feet tall. Every fall another chance to get up and take a stance. Now I see the road ahead. Life is more than fear and dread. Gonna chase my dreams instead. No more clinging to what's dead. Breaking free from fears that bind. Heart and soul no more confined. I can fly when I believe.
Hello, hello. There we go. Sorry, I did not realize I was completely mute there. Alright, so we are designing today the main character of Shattered World of the Uninvited. This is a novel series I'm currently working on. I'm still developing a lot of the story. I know the plot. I know most of the characters. I might add a few others as we go. But this is the character in the beginning of this novel. It's not going to be a comic. It's literally a novel. Where they're simply addressed as the creature. And so this is the creature, sort of, we're drawing them, and they're dressed as a creature, but they're essentially a homeless individual who's lived their life throughout for a couple years. And the whole premise of this story, the whole setup of this story, let's start with that, and I will read a little bit of the excerpt, or the prologue here. So, let's see. It all started with a small crack, such as the beginning of all moments. But for savage inhabitants of this world, that crack was the start of everything. All history before would be lost from actions of the crack. As the elemental and material plane surrounded the world shifted out of balance. Centuries later, the people of the world would discover the small crack was not simply one of bindings of the world, but both of magical and physical. But through all of time and space, the very existence of everything and nothing in the same time. And with one snap of a noise, traveled across the echoes and void of round the world. It would take generations before creatures that survived would hear again, and a new language formed. So, yeah. Basically, the world and the environment of Shattered World literally is a broken world. It is shattered. It's broken into pieces. I've tried to draw maps of this. I probably will still try and draw a map eventually. It is very difficult because the world is not only in pieces, but it's like levels. So it's like I have to do like 4 or 5 layers of levels to explain the map to this world. It really is. And it's taking that fantasy concept, adding a little bit of sci-fi into it, with multiverse sort of coming into play, and other things that make them sort of a damaged and broken world, essentially. And so that happens centuries before the story takes place. So that event, cataclysmic event, the world's still learning about it. That world's still learning about it. However, like I said, it's broken in time and space, and at one point, in a fraction of a second, that world shares the same element or same physical plane as our own. And when it reverts and goes away, chunks of Earth, people from Earth, creatures from Earth, items from Earth, all kind of just ended up on the planet. And the people became unwanted by the society. A lot of people might go, oh, well, you know, this is about, you know, illegal immigration, whatnot. You can take it that way. You can take it also as, you know, this is about people trying to find how to live, how to exist in a world that hates them. So it's more a matter of that. We have our main character who is described as simply the creature at the start. It is a homeless individual that is just broken and destroyed in their life. And so that's what we're kind of drawing out right now. They have 3 different forms, with the villain of the story sort of manipulating and warping people and using them as tools to try and create a destructive world. Or a world that not a destructive, but create a world that they want,
Nighttime whispers haunt my dreams, struggling
shifting and
under weight of
polluting and
death.
changing
Life's not
people
quite
at the
what
whim.
it once seemed.
So I kind of want to
Days that never end.
make my main character
Moments, my
be
best
someone that
friend.
normally would be overlooked in our own society
Joy,
from the
every
get-go.
song and every toy.
And that's where this character. So I'll give the character's name that they get in the novel. We don't know their real name. They're simply addressed as the creature beforehand. I honestly haven't even written a real name for them. But the identity they take in the future, and throughout the novel, their name is simply Mira. M-I-R-A, Mira. And it's a play on words for mirror. Because basically, the villain uses them to kind of create a destructive body double of the princess of the world area that the story takes place in, and this one. But the god sort of screws up them and doesn't believe the mental issues were properly addressed. And so Mira, as her name is, still maintains a bit of her humanity, still maintains a bit of her knowledge. Because otherwise it was meant to be used as sort of like, here's my imposter of such and such diplomat. That imposter is also a living time bomb. And so it's going to be a major struggle for Mira throughout the story to return to sanity and find peace in their life, but also accept, other people who are essentially given their all to sort of help her out and whatnot. And so I want this sort of separation from humanity, basically from the get-go. Then we give her humanity, and then we take it away again. And it's more a matter of trying to maintain their humanity. And so we've got her wearing, because the environment of the world, well, at least this part of the world, very cold. It's kind of like maybe the Scandinavian countries weather-wise, but not so much snow, it's more like a lot of rain, cold rain. It's like just above freezing, that it's enough to be miserable. There might be ice patches around, it's raining. It's just torture for someone's life. And so we're kind of just drawing that today. Just wanted to kind of put together a vision of the creature, as she's called.
I light up the screen with my dazzling face. Nobody else could ever take my place.
Now, for people who follow us regularly, this is a witching song. This is a witching song I plan to do a music video for. Witchin' is one of my 2 comic series I release. I just released both Demon Blade and Witchin' in a few days. This is a character we kind of met, but haven't met fully.
I'm the king of this town, I know I am that great.
I love this song.
Magic and charm that you'll appreciate. Every scene I steal with just a little wink. I'm the man who makes your heart skip a beat. Directors and agents all come to me. My signature smile, it's the key to the city. They try to mimic, but no one's close. I
king.
Wherever I go, awards and accolades stack up high. I'm the legend and I touch the sky. I'm the king of this town, I know I am that great. Got the magic and charm that you'll appreciate. Every scene I steal with just a little wink. I'm the man who makes your heart skip a beat. Even in the rain, I never lose my glow. Watch how I shine wherever I go. Awards and accolades stack up high. I'm the legend and I touch the sky. I'm the king of this town, I know I am that great. Got the magic and charm that you'll appreciate. Every scene I steal with just a little wink. I'm the man who makes your heart skip a beat.
So this is a very egotistical song, for reasons. The character's very egotistical. So I literally named that song, I Know I'm That Great. Basically, Valorant's Wansdale. That's the name of the character. He'll be making a regular appearance in the comic starting chapter 7. He appeared briefly for about 3 panels in chapter 1. Trying to be this smartass celebrity. And that's basically what it's take a stone and put him in Hollywood. Make him a Hollywood star from Beauty and the Beast. Take him, make a Hollywood star. And the arrogance on him is just through the roof. I promise next week I'll be back to doing a actual gaming stream though. This week I just kind of felt we haven't had a drawing stream in about a week or two. Let's kind of get something put together. Let's do something that is unique, something different.
Children feel what Lori speaks. Truth and fiction twisted lore. Fear the witch behind each door. Lori the liar. Lori the
Bring this character to life a little bit here.
in the darkest pitch. Lori the liar. Trouble she brings. Watch her burn beneath ember wings. Lori the liar. Lori the witch. The witch. Lori the liar. Lori alley shadows creep. Children fear what Lori speaks. Truth and fiction twisted lore.
Kind of do maybe like,
Fear the witch
because I
behind
want
each
a concept. This is a person from our world that was broken and shattered at the get-go,
burn her down
and
in the darkest
sort of have like a milk jug
Lori the liar.
for water.
Trouble she brings. Watch her burn beneath ember wings.
This is just gonna kind of be the day stream. It's just gonna be a little bit of sketching for a couple of characters. Just doing some design takes.
In the mirror, see my fight, twisting shadows in a plight. Doubt creeps.
This is a Demon Blade song, as well as the last one was a Demon Blade song.
whispers alone, darkness stains. Will it go? Cold reflections, fears embrace. Woe within, I hide my face. In my soul, a dragon roars, breaking chains, open doors. Darkest night, hold me tight. In the shadows, find my mind. Rise above, won't let go. Claw through night, let it show. Laid in hand, blood you feel. Trust the steel, make it real. Tetra raging, heart on fire. Conquer darkness, raise it higher. Eyes are
Just kind of
blazing,
giving them sort of
demons scream.
utility boot a little bit.
Broken dreams.
Something to kind of keep the rain off, but we're gonna kind of destroy it a little bit.
Seek the light, darkest light. Hold me tight. In the shadows, find my mind. A mind rise above, won't let go.
Mismatch the shoes.
Claw through night, let it show.
Put a hole in this one. Where the big toe is, because I've had one too many shoes that do that to me. Ah, blah, blah, blah. Have that more of like a rain boot.
Saw him smile, twisting the knife to me.
Okay.
Heart bleeding out as I watch him flee. Turn my soul into an icy cage.
Alright, let's bring. Let's see.
Left me wounded, burning with rage.
Let's actually bring this up here for right now. I kind of want to do some watercolor.
Revenge fueled by silent screams. Haunted nights fueled by bitter cries. He'll pay beneath these blood red skies. Icy vengeance sun will find you. My frozen heart will bind you. The ghost of rage will ride the sky.
Something I can't do with actual watercolor. Make it white. And have that white actually go white. I'd have to use some other kind of paint to do that. Let's. I think let's make them have hair this color.
Love in every tear, see he spun until there's no
know exactly how she looks in the future. But right now, let's do kind of a watercolor, mesh, messy hair, knotty hair, which I know all too well because I have messy, knotty hair. But I have it naturally. It just does not work at all. Let's add a different color in there. Bring shadow in. I am gonna give them gray eyes. So I think there's a lot of people who just ignore the fact that their people have gray eyes in their creation. It's like, yeah, I want to give her gray eyes. We'll add a little bit of dirt as well as shadow in there. This is another Demon Blade song. This is actually Mayuki's main song I have for her developed. I See Vengeance is the title. Eventually we'll probably release it. I don't know.
Corner by the neon sign bright.
Oh, this is a
There's
dining
a
and tables.
cozy little diner that lights up the night. Order up a burger or a milkshake sweet, while sketches of your dreams come to life on a sheet. Dining and doodles all night long, sketching up memories as we hum a song. Every bite's a story, every sip's a delight, in this diner of doodles where the art shines bright. Chefs with their aprons and pencils in hand, creating masterpieces not by demand. You say a word and their pencils fly, turning diner dreams into pie in the sky. Dining and doodles all night long, sketching up memories as we hum a song. Every bite's a story, every sip's a delight, in this diner of doodles.
Just kind of bring into life the creation a little bit. And we'll probably hit it up again with some more smoother lines. Work. Just kind of want to really bring out
napkins and notebooks strewn all around,
the color a bit.
faces all aglow with the magic they found.
doodle-filled diner in the heart of town, where taste and creativity together are bound. Dining and doodles all night long, sketching up memories as we hum a song. Every bite's a story, every sip's a delight, in this diner of doodles where the art shines bright.
Just adding a little bit of gray. Let's do because I mean I could do like multiple different colors on this to kind of make
Get
it
your
look.
pencils ready, let's start the show. Travel draws here,
First
time
it's
to
the travel
let it
draws
flow.
opening.
We'll sketch and laugh, won't you come along? With every stroke we'll sing our song.
I kind of want the jacket to not have
Draw, let your
that
imagination
great sort of
soar.
immense amount of color in it. I kind of want to have gray so I can show some dirt, tears, and wear
No
on
need to
this.
be perfect, just have some fun. Travel draw for everyone. From silly doodles to masterpieces bright, we'll make something special day and night. Colors explode with each new design. In Travel Draw, it's always fine. Travel Draw, let your imagination soar. Travel Draw, bring art to every door. No need to be perfect, just have some fun. Travel Draw for everyone.
Let's bring in.
So grab a brush or a pen or a crayon. Make a mark any way you can. In this world of shapes and lines, we'll see creativity shine. Travel Draw, let your imagination soar. Travel Draw, bring art to every door. No need to be perfect, just have some fun. Travel Draw for everyone.
We'll add a bit of darker color, and I'll lower the.
Woke up in a maze, tangled web they weave.
Let's see here.
Every footprints telling me how to breathe. Towers tall around me, shadows they cast. Running in circles, my future like the past. Echoes of voices telling lies and dreams. Promises broken, but they silence the screams. Power ties and fake smiles, cage of gold. Can't climb these walls, I'm sick of being sold. Invisible voices telling lies and dreams. Promises broken, but they silence the screams. Power ties and fake smiles, cage of gold. Can't climb these walls, I'm sick of being sold. Invisible chains holding me tight, fighting to break free into the night. I'm hoping the puppets see the light. Gotta follow way
I think this is an 11 Kingdoms
ignite.
song, honestly. For those who don't know, I already had a novel released before. I'm gonna do a re-release of it eventually. 11 Kingdoms. You can find it online. I do have it on a couple of sites. Sort of another in-person and in a world, fantasy world sort of trap. More of an isekai. And that one was more about what would happen. And the scariest stuff is a lot of what I predicted in 11 Kingdoms has come to pass since 2013 when I wrote it. What happens when corporations sort of get in the way of government and just sort of work to just mindlessly entertain the masses? A little bit towards the concept sort of developed out of the Roman Colosseum and whatnot, and how Rome fell originally, and nowadays we've seen a couple other things develop, most notably and by name, like no less, Neuralink, the device that sort of causes all the issues in the series. Technically, its security program is what caused the issue. But yeah, Neuralink was named and talked about exactly how it exists. Now, mind you, I was using, before Elon Musk had it, I was using the basis and premise of what was being tested out at MIT at the time. And I added that into like the medical needs of it, where people without limbs would be able to walk again or be able to handle things again. And so I derived a bit of sci-fi off of that. This is definitely a Demon Blade song. This is a canon in-game or end song. Demon Blade. Put a bit more mud on her face. Crap. Oh! Let's bring out... That's about the color of what a tarp would be, so we're going to have that messy tarp in the back. Then I want kind of an off-white gray. For a milk jug. Wish I knew your name. You've gone and stolen my heart. Every night I dream of you. Spending my days searching is all I can do. Lost in love with my mystery girl. Lost in love with my mystery girl. Lost in love with my mystery girl. Oh, I forgot there's got to be one important thing in there. Because I make a big to-do about electronics in this world. So, we're going to have a smartphone.
You were my summer star in the night sky. Taught me to dream with no reasons why.
Another
We
King Blade
carved our
song.
names in the old oak tree, promised forever, just you and me. Laughter echoes in the hallways of time, but life pulled us apart without reason or rhyme.
Childhood ghosts whisper through the trees. Memories dance on the soft summer breeze. Though miles apart are highways of time, but life pulled us apart without reason or rhyme. Childhood ghosts whisper through the trees. Memories dance on the soft summer breeze. Though miles apart, our hearts still confide. Love like a river that won't be denied.
I see you in postcards and hear you in dreams. The pull of the past is stronger than it seems. Silent letters that were never sent tell the story of the times we spent. Time's a thief but can't steal our
Preparing for the day of daylight savings.
in the heart's quiet corners we belong. Twilight hours, I still see your smile. Emotions that stretch for mile after mile. Childhood ghosts whisper through the trees. Memories dance on the soft summer breeze. Though miles apart, our hearts still confide. Love like a river.
Oh crap, this is a pen. That's why I'm getting such a rich color there. That should be watercolor.
Childhood ghosts whisper through the trees. Memories dance on the soft summer breeze. Though miles apart, our hearts still confide. Love like a river that won't be denied.
Let's do like a dark blackish to gray underneath. Ow.
Lying in shadows where dreams disappear. I love you deeply, the danger is near. Can't share my story, the whispers are so tight. In the abyss of the silent night, your eyes like oceans, they draw me inside. But waves of secrets I still have to hide. Deep in the darkness, where truths collide like knives, my hidden shadow could ruin your life. Whispers
Stars in the night, secrets held tight, love without light in the darkest night. If you knew the storm that I conceal, would you still stand or would you reel?
I honestly don't remember what that song is.
Holding you close while I'm breaking apart. Each kiss a dagger piercing my heart. Can't bear to shatter the world that you know. Holding this weight, afraid it will show. Our love is a flame that flickers with fear. The more that I hide, the less you
I kind of want to add a faded red right here again.
The shadows are creeping closer each day, hoping the light will keep them at bay.
And
If honesty burns, do I
we
risk
can
it
do
all to save you
that'll do for
from
the sleeves that are hanging down. They're oversized. We'll do the sort of purple-ish pink.
or keep on pretending day after day. My love trapped in the dark will fade away.
All right. I said I want to go over it with better pencil this time, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab black.
New year, new me. That's
is
the
just a
plan.
New Year's
Bought a
jokey
gym
song.
membership, oh man.
Wow.
By February, I'll have abs of steel, or maybe I'll discover how the couch feels. Making resolutions with a glass of wine. This year's gotta be better, here's the sign. Going vegan and learning to bake won't last a week, but I'm feeling great. Here's to a year that doesn't suck. Let's all pray for some good luck. A world so crazy, yet we care. It's a madhouse, but we're all there. Calendar flips, confetti flies. We toast to old madness in disguise. Upgrade my life with a single cheer, but it's the madhouse, but we're all there. Calendar flips, confetti flies. We toast to old madness in disguise. Upgrade my life with a single cheer, but it's the same me, just a different year. Going for gold, dreams in my head. Reality's hit and I stay in bed. Laughed when the clock struck midnight. Guess I'll start tomorrow, maybe I might. Here's to a year that doesn't suck. Toast together for some good luck. Crazy chaos, but we're aware each year it's wild and we still care.
Life's a wild ride, no telling how it ends. We're all just wanderers, trying to make amends. Everyone's got the troubles, they don't fear to mend. But we're gonna go out laughing, that's what I recommend.
All right.
Time keeps ticking, flies faster every
Let's
day, but we won't
back to
let
black.
that bring us down. No way
Do a little bit of strain on.
It's a brand new day. Gotta get moving, no time to delay. Put on your
Make that
favorite
a little more
song,
prominent.
let the music take control. Get ready to fly, get up on your feet, time to make some noise. Shake your booty, show 'em all your poise. Move it to the left, move it to the right. Feel the rhythm in your body. Take it to new heights.
Let's see here.
Forget about your worries, leave 'em all behind. It's time to let loose, let your body unwind. Groove to the beat, let the bass hit hard. Shake it like you mean it, be a superstar.
Let's use this. Kind of do a little wear and tear. Ugh.
I saw you in the moonlight, baby, casting spells on
Another
the
witching song.
street. You
And
had
this is a
your
character we've already
pointy hat
introduced.
on, babe, I can't help
It's Sydney.
but feel the
A song
heat.
about Sydney
Got your
stalking
grandma on the windowsill. I
Ida.
peeked in through the pane. Now I'm rummaging through your garden. Such a lovely night for rain. Oh, witchy witch, I need you now. I'm lurking in your trees. You see me in your dreams somehow, whispering my pleas. Got your name tattooed on my arm, carved it in a tree. Oh, witchy witch, you cast a spell, but the spell was cast on me. Followed you to the apothecary, buying an eye of noon. Love potion, I'm benign to thing, but baby, I'm the root. Got a lock of hair you left behind, now it's part of my shrine. Got a cauldron bubbling in my heart, making you mine. Oh, witchy witch, I need you now. I'm lurking in your trees. You'll see me in your dreams somehow, whispering my pleas. Got your name tattooed on my arm, carved it in a tree. Oh, witchy witch, you cast a spell, but the spell was cast on me. I wrote your name in the night sky, using sparklers and flame. Watched your eyes meet mine one time, but I never caught your name. I've brewed a potion of my own, its flavor's a bit offbeat. If you take a sip of what I've got, I swear it's quite the treat. Got your picture in my locket, swiped it off your porch last June. I chant your name at midnight beneath the silver moon. Left some charms upon your doorstep, followed you to work one day. I'll weave you into my weird world, no chance of getting away. Tattooed on my arm.
magic in our hands. We roll the dice, hoping fate understands. We fight fearsome dragons on treacherous terrain. Our minds engaged in a battle of the arcane. With every stroke as the night grows colder.
This is me just playing with the D&D thing, wanting a rocking D&D theme.
Our fate getting bolder. Roll the dice, let the numbers decide. In this game where our stories collide, fighting battles full of danger and strife. In the realm of Dungeons and Dragons live.
Sunday nights
And this is the opening song, usually for today.
calling, no stop. Pixels flicker, memories crop up. I don't know, guides us non-stop. Classic vibes, controllers in hand. Ancient quests across the land. Journey through digital sand. With I don't know, we make a stand. Sunday streaming, joy and cheers. Find our youth in old frontiers. Laughs and gaps, no place for fears. I don't know, conquers through the years. Timeless worlds we dare explore. Echoes from an ancient core. Chasing highs forevermore. Living lives that we adore. Retro tunes and pixel blaze. Dynamic twist in modern ways.
I think they're pretty much good. So this is, as I said,
Sunday in our days. Sunday streaming, joy and cheers. Find our youth in old frontiers.
this is the creature.
Place for fears. I don't know,
So yeah, it's the concept of being an isolated individual thrust upon a world, from one world that hates them to another world that hates them. So simple enough. And normally, one such as this would never make it in the story. It'd be like, oh, okay, poor individual who had their life upturned and changed around, and doesn't help them at all. So we have the creature. It'll be in the first chapter. Oh, let's do the monk joke here.
Sunday streaming, joy and cheers. Find our youth in old frontiers. Laughs and gas, no place for fears. I don't know, conquers through the years. Don't know, conquers through the years. Don't know, conquers through the years.
So this is the creature. So this is the inhumane sort of shoveling mound of clothing, dirt, grime. I mean, we could make a lot more dirt in here.
Colors collide, imagination so grand. Travel, draw, and let's take a stand. Thoughts come alive,
Oh, these are
flowing
pens,
through
so
the pen with every stroke.
let's use our...
We create, we mend, the conversations plan.
Definitely make it look a bit more dirty. Almost cake these mud and dirt. Same with the boot.
Travel, we'll build together in the share. As we draw, we connect the land.
This is another witch's song.
Enter the lair of brew and stew. Mystical bites just for you. Cauldrons bubble on the stove. Witches grin as they serve with love.
Mushroom caps and batwing fries.
Spooky meals take you by surprise.
Pumpkin pie with a curse to charm.
A taste of magic won't do harm. One's your table in the spell. A feast that casts the perfect swell. Laugh with witches, tip your hats. At Wands we got your midnight snacks.
So I'm gonna draw her as she's mostly
Quite
seen
the
now.
catch. Granny's recipes in every batch. Black cat pepper on the side. With our menu you can't hide. One's your table in the spell. A feast that casts the perfect swell. Laugh with witches, tip your hats. At Wands we got your midnight snacks. Eyeball soup, it's quite the catch. Granny's recipes in every batch. Black cat pepper on the side. With our menu you can't hide. One's your table in the spell. A feast that casts the perfect swell. Laugh with witches, tip your hats. At Wands we got your midnight snacks. Join the revel till the dawn. Dine with us and carry on. Under moonlight eerie glow. Wands will steal the show.
So this is the. Needless to say, if you've been reading Witch, and there's a restaurant called Wands that the main character is going to be working at. It's a witch themed, sort of like Hooters, but witch themed. That's the best way to put it. But only two of them appearing. This is another Demon Blade song that's new.
In your eyes, they tell me you're long gone, but my heart knows that's a lie.
Whispers in the midnight air say you search but can't find me. I'm not a ghost, love, I'm right here fighting for our destiny. Our love is bound by chains so strong. In a world that says we're wrong,
We'll break those bars and prove them true.
my heart is set on loving you.
Father tells me you're no more, lost to shadows in the night. But in dreams I feel your touch, holding on with all my might.
Doubt casts darkness on our path, trying to tear us far apart. But I'm here just out of sight,
Outcast darkness
don't
on
like
our
how
path,
that one
trying to
there,
tear
over
us far apart.
Actually, let's just
But I'm here
do it
just
this way.
out of
Alright,
sight, holding
really,
on
this is more of a
inside
sketch
your
layer anyway.
heart.
Let's go.
Our love is bound by chains so strong. In a world that says we're wrong, we'll break those bars and prove they're true. My heart is set on loving you.
Pixels dancing on the screen. We've played it all, we've seen the
This
scenes.
is our sign-off song on the gaming one. And
Time to
not be on
wrap
today.
up this
where you
arcade
technically
dream.
were on the Dining and Doodles
Hear the curtain fall, it's
stream
more than
panel that
it
way because we've already got it
seems.
set up for our.
Like, comment, and
Or
subscribe,
actually, no, this is
my
Dribble Draw. Sorry,
friends.
Dribble Draw one.
This game's over, but it's not the end. Hit the bell, we'll do it again. Thanks for
Perfect.
watching
Swept
to
back.
the very end. We've fought the battles, won the prize. In this world of lows and highs. Sign off now with goodbyes. But next stream will rise and surprise. Like, comment, and subscribe, my friends. This game's over, but it's not the end. Hit the bell, we'll do it again. Thanks for watching to the very end. Pixels fade, the game shut down. We'll be back with another round. Join in soon, don't lose the sound. Till next time we stand our ground. Like, comment, and subscribe, my friends. This game's over, but it's not the end. Hit the bell, we'll do it again.
Trying to think of
Thanks for watching to
other
the
elements.
very end. Pixels fade, the game shut down. We'll be back with another round. Join in soon, don't lose the sound. Till next time we stand our ground. Like, comment, and subscribe, my friends. This game's over, but it's not the end.
So back to sort of the. I mean, I'll lower this. This is like, comment, subscribe. Well, it's new. It's.
Thanks for watching to the
So the witching theme is literally set up. That's a take. The one you heard was the take I did not go with for the finalized version. There's another version of that out there, and the other version is what I'm kind of going to be going with for notable reasons. Because it sounds better, and it's supposed to be sung by Ida and her best friend Rylan, because Rylan will be joining the cafe as well. Spoilers for Witchin', because it's something I haven't noted, but eventually when Rylan gets back to normal activities, because he's not even been properly introduced into the comic. I've drawn him a couple times in public, but I've not come up with how I want him. Well, no, I know how I want him introduced. He's going to be introduced, but he's not going to be introduced in a way that most people expect. So, and I don't want to give away anything about Riley's character, other than he is, well, technically, Ida's regular form is called Theodore, so he is a friend of Theodore. Try and give this sort of like a... So the period piece is like I said, it's... If I were to equate it to timeline in America, because I see a lot of fantasy novels, I don't see a lot of fantasy novels sort of get this period. Would have been around we're talking about the Renaissance-esque period. So stuff like guns exist, but they're nowhere near advanced as our technology. But there's also use of people with swords and all that, and it's more a matter of what's developing in the world. This is a song about Shatterworld. Oh no, no. No, this is a Tetsu/Tetra song. Forgive me for my mistake. Come on, why are you freeze? Alright, hold on a second. Dadgummit. I hate it when it does this. Alright. Flip paint's frozen, so. Because all I can do is get the hand and close. Alright. You guys get to see a preview of an upcoming Witchin' page. There'd be sleeve. Let's see here.
look into the mirror, don't know who I see. Stranger to my soul now, what if it's still me?
Kind of want to design a little tiara, essentially. And we'll do another same pattern, sort of.
In moonlight, silent
Necklace-wise.
with grace, the blade he wields a ghostly face. Once a child with gentle dreams, now a storm in whispered screams. A grandfather's secrets buried deep. The truth revealed made shadows weep. Betrayed by blood, the world took shape. His heart now cold, no love escapes. Burn it down through
This is Demon Blade song. In fact, this is a Demon Blade song about the current villain's story arc.
pain, just slip away. In the fire, see its whirl. Watch the flames consume the world.
Make your hands a little more pink.
Villages mourn as he passes by. A vigilante in the night sky. Silent vengeance calls his name. Echoes of an ancient shame. Hate within grows like a tide. No place to run, no place to hide. In his eyes, the end of fate. A world lost to burning hate.
Do a couple strands out of place there. But I gotta also make sure I keep the braid.
Ashes gray. Let the pain just slip away. In the fire, see its whirl. Watch the flames consume the world.
This time I am going to straight up do the watercolor first. Wait. Am I on the same layer? No, I'm not. I'm on a different layer. Good. I want to get the base at least going for our character. Only reason I'm using the watercolor is because I want to use the watercolor brushes. I don't use them that often. Oh, this is definitely Demon Blade.
Darkness rides in silent whispers.
This is Icarus Falls. What's the title of this one?
They call my name. In the night where fears assemble, doubt's a killer in this game. Icarus falls through dreams so broken. Wings of wax now set afire. Facing fears with trust unspoken, rising from the shadows dire.
Needless to say, this is a Tetsu Tetra song because they're referred to as Icarus by a certain individual in the series. Using a gray mainly because if I want to do a white, I kind of need to have some undershadow and be a lot easier to go with gray and then add the white. Then add the gray first. Or I mean, then add the white first. Normally if I was doing watercolor though, I would have to do white out. Or white first and then bring in the gray. This is also Shadow World song. Her hair's not going to be completely orangish red. It's going to be a little bit more brown in there and a little bit of darker colors, but I want a red base to kind of just come through.
Fading borders turn to signs. People changing, crossing twine. In the battle for what's mine. Shattered world on the brink. In a storm where futures sink. United we rise.
What I'm going to do is actually move that lower so I can see what I got to do from there. So, white on the eyes.
Those spies. Silence screams inside. Justice suspends. Bloody knuckles tight. Trust means nothing, friends. I see the truth behind. Judgment comes at night. Run from the ghosts you find. Deadly secrets ignite. Legends rise at night. Fear becomes your name. Everything's at stake. Haunted by the past. your name. Put your teeth and fight. Law is just a game. Legends rise and night. Fear becomes your name. Everything's at stake, haunted by the past. Can't afford a break, salvation never lasts. Everything's at stake, haunted by the past. Deadly secrets ignite. Everything's at stake, haunted by the past. Can't afford a break, salvation never lasts. Everything's at stake, haunted by the past.
Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of work on the face, official. Here, let's go back to let's go thinner. 20, that's a 20 blade or tip. We're gonna go to 10. This is I asked the system to make me a One Piece song.
Rubber fists clash against tyranny, gonna make them scream my name. These blue waves carry my fate. Straw hat shadows cast on deep blue. No devil fruit curse can restrain a dawn rising cruising view. In the heart of the storm I stand, with a will stronger than steel. My friends by my side through the sand, and the seas that try to steal. Navigating the grand line's wrath, treasures hidden among the waves. Pursuing a myth, a dream, a path. One piece, the only way. The world government won't cage our laughter, our endless fight. With every dawn we set the stage for freedom in the light. In the heart of the storm I stand, with a will stronger than steel. My friends by my side through the sand, and the seas that try to steal. Navigating the grand line's wrath, treasures hidden among the waves. Pursuing a myth, a dream, a path. One piece, the only way. The world government won't cage our laughter, our endless fight. With every dawn we set the stage for freedom in the light. In the heart of the storm I stand, with a will stronger than steel. My friends by my side through the sand, and the seas that try to steal.
Just trying to do some jewelry here. And for some reason the music's not playing. Oh, is it? Oh, no, it's playing. It's just really quiet.
They said I was broken, I couldn't feel no light. In the shadows of whispers, every day was a fight. Words like knives, they hurt me. In my heart they would stay, from the ones who should love me, but they pushed me away. I thought I found my peace now.
Another Demon Blade song with Lori, which has not been introduced in the current version, but a lot of people know her from the previous versions.
Saw a face full of lies. Tried to hold it together, but I lost all my tries. Every laugh, every whisper echoed louder each day. From family and strangers, till it led me astray. I thought I'd find my peace now, in the silence of the night. No more tears, no more pain now, but it doesn't feel right. I looked in the mirror, saw a face full of lies. Tried to hold it together, but I lost all my tries. Every laugh, every whisper echoed louder each day.
Oh,
From
let's see
family
here.
and strangers,
Add a little.
till it led me astray. I thought I'd find my peace now, in the silence of the night. No more tears, no more pain now, but it doesn't feel right. I thought I'd find my peace now, in the peace now, in the silence of the night. No more tears, no more pain now, no more pain now, but it doesn't feel right. Oh, it doesn't feel right.
Alright, we're just gonna bring this on over. Sort of finalize that piece.
Ink on the paper, let your creativity flow. Eyes hosting the show, dining in doodles, grab your paintbrush. It's time to let it show, colors blending together, creating something new. And drips and splatters, it's a beautiful mess. Drawing inspiration, no rules, no stress, sketching lines and shapes, bringing worlds to life. I's got the talent, she'll guide you through the night. Pencil strokes dancing across the page, let your imagination
The old dining
break
doodles
out
opening.
its page. Abstract or realistic, it's all up to you. Dining in doodles, I's got the clue.
Let's do.
In a world torn by fate, shadows whisper in the night. Clouded skies seal the gate. Heroes rise from endless fights. Ancient whispers guide the way, sacred secrets dark as night. Fallen dreams where monsters play, strangers trapped in endless flight. Ancient whispers guide the way, sacred secrets dark as night. Fallen dreams where monsters play, strangers trapped in endless flight. Like material in our hands.
This was a song that I developed originally when we were playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's gonna be our remake. This is when we're gonna be playing Rebirth, starting, well, Monday. We had Rebirth. A special song for Rebirth. It may play in the lineup. But today. But this is very appropriate with what's to come. We just learned about the Black Materia last stream. If you haven't watched it, it's out now on YouTube, on Twitch, for a moment, because Twitch will remove it in a week or so, but it's available. It's also available on our Twitter. Excuse me, X. Should be available on our Rumble, but I don't know what's going on with our Rumble page. So, a bit about the world. Like I said, this world, it's literally a fractured world. The former core of the planet is now called the Black Cracked Moon. It's literally still burning, and it's not too far from the planet. I mean, its orbit is a little closer than our moon is. And it comes into play through that reason. The gravity wells flow throughout the world. So there are moments of either denser gravity or lighter gravity and whatnot. And it just it goes into play with the world sort of just broken up and sort of floating or descending or wherever it is, and then you add in the elemental planes are in the world. So I mean, it's not like in D&D you have to travel to the elemental planes. Well, no, the planes of existence of elements in this fantasy world, they're there, they're open. It's just basically an actual, it's gone from like a distant plane across a multiverse to a actual plane of existence and the world. It's just a matter of, okay, this is where all like the plane of fire would be exactly one part of the world, and in the case of this, it's literally at a combative nature with the earth and water planes in the lower parts of the world. And it's fantasy, so I mean, I've had to like strategically plan out and be like, hey, how's this world work exactly? Because as I go through and design a couple other characters, in fact, let me show you some of the other characters. Let's go to the talk because I haven't set up. So, about 2 years ago, I drew these out. These were sketches for the character designs. They've changed it a little bit over a period. This is two characters from the world. This is Frey, and also, I think his name was Slad, but I think I'm going to change it because I don't like the name that well. But what we have is a druid, sort of animalistic, horse-like race of people that was abused. We'll just use it as abused for that point. Well, she was taken prisoner and abused, excuse me. So it's more, that kind of situation. And so her nature has gone from very, tame, one at peace with the world to, I'm more willing to accept that the world ends and everything belongs in place, and she rages. So she's a little bit of a, or give her classes, she's sort of druid barbarian, combination of wild shaper, barbarian, essentially. With current name slot, I'm gonna give him a better name. I kind of redesigned him into an actual D&D character I have right now for a campaign I'm a part of. A rabbit wizard, young rabbit wizard. So we're talking like little teenage kid at best. Was following a master who was a con artist wizard. They conned people and whatnot, and they, while they're smart and intelligent, they're not the wisest. They're a bit gullible and whatnot, and they followed along their master. Their master taught them things, and their master suddenly has disappeared because, well, people they owe money to caught up to him. And so since then, he's been off trying to find his own sort of story and environment in the world, developing magic and whatnot. And these are the current world inhabitants of this world, shattered world. These are inhabitants that will come into play in the story as minor, well, main characters, but like minor as not the main characters, but minor roles. And then if I go to the next page, well, that's not an 11 Kingdoms, or that's 11 Kingdoms. So that's Princess Fawn and 11 Kingdoms as a quick sketch. This is the other main character. It comes from our world. There's going to be another character that's also from our world that joins him. But a aging, probably 30s, 40s year old male, African descent, that sort of is a former police officer, kind of, and brings to life in the world the concept of forensics to help solve crimes and whatnot. And so he uses that knowledge and introduces to this area of the world the concept of detective. And so he's brought in to solve these mysterious cases. The case he's involved in involve literally, I've revealed it before, so I'm going to explain it. Basically, a ship of fishermen come into town in the midst of like the early morning, which is when they would normally come in. People are like, oh well, I'm not seeing anybody. They're not talking. They're not screaming and whatnot, or shouting and not when they get land. So it's like, oh well, something might be up. All of a sudden, the gangplank sort of comes down, and the figures slowly shamble out, and then collapse on the dock, missing their skin, their tongues, and their eyes. And then they just all die. Just die right there on the dock, as if they were like puppeted to live just to that point. Just to that point. And so now it's up to our detective, his name's Catherwell. He is got to figure out what's going on here. And he has no freaking clue because it's magical in nature. So he needs to gather a crew that'll help him try and investigate the situation and find what caused this mysterious horror, which will lead them in turn to having to go to rescuing the actual princess from this kidnapping plot. And when they arrive to turn in the actual princess to her kingdom, that's when they're intertwined with Mira. So Mira comes into play at that point with the main group, and that's when the group will start to travel together. They gotta find out, alright, why is this woman all of a sudden showing up, looking like the princess, with memories of the princess, but she's at least saying, hey, I am not her, I do not want to be her, these people did this to me, and how is it related to what happened on the docks?
Hold me close as the tempest rages. Flip the script, turn these empty pages.
So adding mystery to horror and whatnot. So strange elements going on and on. The other female, or the other character is a... And this is ironic because I also use the concept of Hollywood act, but that was an actor in Witches with Val. A former Hollywood actress that had drug problems and is recovering because the world, she doesn't know what drugs are available out there. She's trying to get over it. She's basically been in withdrawal for a year and finally coming in, but she's been taken captive by a bunch of slavers.
Shattered dreams lie scattered on the floor. Unlock the chains, open
That's
freedom's
our
door.
story as it occurs right now.
Eyes on fire, battling the
Let's do this.
hero, come and set my path alight. Save me from the chaos of this world. Be the beacon in my darkness. Unfurl, lift me high above the broken. Torn, I need a hero.
So yeah, it's kind of a interesting plot. I kind of know. I mean, all of it's connected to the villain, as I told him basically in the past. It's just a matter of, you know, dealing with his minions, dealing with his people. Mira, when Mira's found, she's found by 4 individuals that are of the minions of the powerful dark mage, I guess it would be. And whatnot, yeah. So. Still gotta do the skirt, but we'll do that in a bit. Oh! Oh. I'm not on drawing. Let's go back to drawing. Drawing. There we go. So, we're working on bringing the outfit for Mira out. This is going to be more like when she's found in the kingdom. This is what they put her in, thinking she's the actual princess. And the real princess is a total bitch. She's not a good person. Normally the princess is very bratty, stuck-up individual. Which is one of the reasons why they're like, you're not acting like you normally are. Maybe she's telling the truth.
Too many voices tearing her apart. She carries the weight.
Let's do something.
Friends and family turn their backs. Public eyes
All right.
shock attack.
Here to here.
Lonely
Let's...
No more bruises, no more pain. Escape the
Another Lori
storms
song
you
for
couldn't
Demon Blade.
contain.
Which is very... I have all these depressing songs for Lori that I've been playing with for a character song. And Lori's usually a happy-go-lucky character. She's usually very cheerful and happy, but her backstory is very dark.
No more pain, no more pain, no more pain. Escape the storms you couldn't contain.
Alright. Let's...
But in the silence, doubts arise. Longing for life
Okay.
beyond goodbye.
So I want to bring this a little bit towards brown.
Memories haunts a fading mind. Wishing time she could
Go ahead and put layers below.
goodbye too soon, too fast. Realizing freedom doesn't last. Whispers of regret in the wind.
Up.
She thought freedom could begin.
I just won't worry about the braid. I mean, the world's been having enough issues with braids for the last 2 days. Stupidly, but yeah. We will have a dribble draw this week. It is going to be covering a subject that came out last week. I had all intention of doing it last week, but I wasn't that well last week, so that's part of the reason why we didn't do it. It's going to be about Pokemon. It's going to be about Pokemon, so we're not going to have another gendered conversation, at least for a little while. We'll do that as, again, another point. But we're going to talk about Pokemon and where it stands and what's going on with it. Whether it's good or bad. We'll also talk about some other things. I think we'll talk a bit about the braid issue. Because it's a little more stupid and silly. Bluish white. I think that's the same gray we used. Yeah, it is. Okay. Watercolor. Ah, damn it. So where I'm at with this novel, I am a long ways from actually releasing this novel. Main reason for me to do this is to try and get a better feel for the character. That's kind of why I'm doing it now, as I have been doing a little bit writing this week, but not much. And it's just a matter of just trying to, for me to set up a way to be like, okay, this is her, this is how she looks. Same reason why I have Catherwood drawn out, I have Frey drawn out, and I have Slad currently named, drawn out. It's simply so I can be like, okay, I need them to basically go through and be part of something. Am I doing this on? Oh, okay. I'm doing it on a whole nother level. That's why. This is a Shattered World song.
Once I had it all, now there's nothing left. Faces in the shadows, stealing every breath. What I used to
Back to
know
mirrors.
crumbles into dust. Trusting in a ghost that I can never trust. Strangers, reflections, staring back at me. Who am I supposed to be? Lost in the shadows of what once was real, searching for the light to heal. Echoes of the past screaming in my mind. Guess we were all chasing something undefined. I try to hold on to fragments of the truth, but they slip away like my wasted youth. Strangers, reflections, staring back at me. Who am I supposed to be? Lost in the shadows of what once was real, searching for the light to heal. For the light to heal. Once I had it all, now there's nothing left. Faces in the shadows, stealing every breath. What I used to know crumbles into dust. Trusting in a ghost that I can never trust. Strangers, reflections, staring back at me. Who am I supposed to be? Lost in the shadows of what once was real, searching for the light to heal. Echoes of the past screaming in my mind. I guess we were all chasing something undefined. I try to hold on to fragments of the truth, but they slip away like my wasted youth. Strangers, reflections, staring back at me. Who am I supposed to be? Lost in the shadows of what once was real, searching for the light to heal. For the light to heal. Pieces falling down like a broken glass. Hopes and dreams scattered on the grass. What used to shimmer is now full of cracks, but I gotta find my way back.
So there you go. Oh, this is another new Demon Blade song, though.
On that day I saw your smile, saved my life with just one glance. But now the world is dark and wild, can't find a trace of your stance. Shadows whisper in the night, telling me you're gone for good. But I'll keep holding on so tight, 'cause promises are understood. Smile of hope, don't fade away. I'll search for you, come what may. Even if the world turns gray, your memory will light my way.
Trying to look at my own hand for where the dimensions are.
I've walked through valleys deep and wide, whispered prayers into the wind. Though you're nowhere by my side, I'll believe until the end. People say I'm just a fool for holding on to dreams so bright, but I'll break every single rule to bring you back into my sight. Smile of hope, don't fade away. I'll search for you, come what may.
Notably, this song is alongside Kyle and Blade about Tetra. Because the whole mystery girl thing involves, never that they disappeared in their life. Technically, never really disappeared, but the fact that at one point in their history, Kyle was told that Tetra died. He didn't know her name at the time. It was just the girl that he liked. She died. That's what he was told. And because of that, he's trying to reunite with her. He doesn't believe the story that she's dead. He rightfully doesn't, but he misses who the person is. Because they never really go away, but it's like, okay, what you thought was not what you thought. And there's the person you've been wanting you by their side has always been there, you just didn't see it. Because you had your vision in mind of how they look versus who they really were.
We've been dragging chains uphill for years, pouring sweat on death their fears. Pockets light but hearts heavy, feasting on our blood ain't so steady. Grimy hands in our earnest pay, drunk on games they love to play. Golden thrones and velvet drapes while we patch holes with hope and tape. We cry no more, we're breaking chains, gonna torch your gilded lanes. No more kings and no more pawns, we'll rise up before the dawn. The dawn, the dawn. Shiny cars and empty roads, spilling lies from y'all's sharp throats. Dying gardens dream of rain, we breathe free from y'all's disdain. Watch us march, we're coming fast, gonna leave your power in the past. Wasting no more time or tears, time to burn those wicked gears. We cry no more, we're breaking chains.
And I'll get a little bit political. This is about finally having Doge. I've been against government regulation for years. And finally having Doge show up and doing what it's doing, I am ecstatic. If you don't like it, oh well, sorry. Sorry you don't like that we're ending corruption. Every other job has to deal with it. Why in the government for years?
In the shadows of the night where the darkness lies, a battle rages on, fending off the demons inside with a heart of fire.
This has got to go up here.
And a spirit so bold, I'll unsheath my blade to protect the world untold. Through the trials and pain, I'll stay tall and strong. For every battle fought, I'll sing my battle song. With every swing and strike, I'll vanquish all the fears in my hands. The blade of light, wiping away the tears. I'll fight, fight till the end, never backing down. With my blade of light, I'll turn this darkness around. I'll rise, rise in the night, like a beacon so bright. With every strike I make, I'm cutting through the night.
Always go under. Oh. my versus Yoku, actually. So.
Mayuki's eyes burn with fire. Yoku's shadow, dark desire. Clash of spirits in the night. Sword of honor, sword of spite. Betrayal cut deep like steel. Wounds that time won't ever heal. Bloody hands draw the line. Destiny or fate's design. Blade of vengeance cuts the air. Neither wins, it's never fair. Bound to fight till none remain. Bound to break the endless chain. Whispers echo through the wind. Ghosts of
Okay,
friends.
we're pretty much done there. So yeah, we have Mira, and I'm forgetting the name of the princess. I have her name somewhere. I gotta go through my notes and scan all the other stuff. But yeah, we're gonna just break the day down. There's our main character, as she'll mostly appear. There's the creature, and we got one more form to draw. Before we call it, this is where I go Eldritch. Because the time bomb will of course go off at some point. That is Mira's form. Will she be able to return? I'll leave that to Esther. But eventually she will transform. And I kind of, let's see, I kind of want to do longer head.
Late nights, long talks, heartache beneath our thoughts, secret smiles, stolen glances, nobody knows our hidden chances.
Long dangly arms.
Silent sighs, unspoken words, feeling lost, but knowing it hurts. We laugh, we cry, we're there for each other, but behind it all, we're secret lovers. In the shadows, we dance alone, torments we friendship and love we've known. Our hearts ache, we can't let go. This unspoken love will never show.
This one I'm not going to go into too much detail because I am literally trying to figure it out as I go here, how I want them to look.
Step inside the swinging doors, order food and even more, paper and a pencil too. Watch the artist draw for you. Dining and doodles at their best. Place your orders, be our guest. A burger with a sketch on side. In this diner, art and taste collide. Cheeseburger with a cartoon face. Milk milkshake, drawings always ace. Fries and a portrait on the plate. This diner makes your spirits elevate. Yeah, dining and doodles at their best. Place your orders, be our guest. A burger with a sketch on side. In this diner, art and taste collide.
So, yeah, a crown of thorns.
In the corner
Or of
near the fries, an artist plays with bright supplies. From landscapes to a dinosaur, we serve drawings you'll adore. Woo! Dining and doodles at their best. Place your orders, be our guest. A burger with a sketch on side. In this diner, art and taste collide.
In the darkest of nights, I'm all alone, lost my way, can't find no home. I'm drowning in my own despair. Need someone to pull me up from this nightmare. These demons inside, they never sleep. They whisper in the shadows, they make me weak. I'm running on empty, can't keep up the fight. I need a savior to show me the light. These demons inside, they never sleep. They whisper in the shadows, they make me weak. I'm running on empty, can't keep up the fight. I need a savior, so show me the light. Save me from myself. I'm drowning in doubt.
Almost skeletal skin, like
Baby,
teacher.
I can't live without. I'm begging you, darling, please don't let me go. Save me from myself, 'cause I'm losing control. In the silence of the night, I hear your voice telling me I have a choice. To rise above the ashes, to break these chains, to find the strength within, to let go of the pain.
Switch to white.
I've been
That's gonna
searching
be
for
good.
something, a reason to stay, but all I found was darkness leading me astray. Now I'm reaching out, can you hear my call? I need you here with me to save me from this fall. Save me from myself, I'm drowning in doubt. I need your love. Baby, I can't live without. I'm begging you, darling, please don't let me go. Save me from myself, 'cause I'm losing control. I've been searching for something, a reason to stay, but all I found was darkness leading me astray. Now I'm reaching out, can you hear my call? I need you here with me to save me from this fall. Save me from myself, I'm drowning in doubt. I need your love. Baby, I can't live without. I'm begging you, darling, please don't let me go. Save me from myself.
I kind of want to give it tentacles and legs.
The clock, it ticks like a biting snake. Moments wings crawl, I start to break. 1,000 hours in empty gaze.
What's this one about?
In this mundane,
Oh, it's boredom song.
endless
It's a
maze.
boredom song. I made a song literally about boredom.
Walls they whisper, I can't escape. Echoes of silence paint my fate. My mind it drifts on shadows true, lost in a sea of nothing to do. Oh,
I felt there was not enough songs about boredom,
days drag like heavy stones.
by which I mean none. No songs.
Monotone hours, I'm left alone. Sing the anthem of the restless heart in this opera where time won't start.
What I like to do, and I did it a little bit in 11 Kingdoms when I had a few monster fights on drum. I want to, when I go to create a story, I don't want to, use all the same style of creatures that have been in fantasy. I kind of want to create my own that are horrific in nature, and each of their own forms.
Oh, boredom days drag like heavy stones. In the monotone hours, I'm left alone. Sing the anthem of the restless heart in this opera where time won't start. The stars outside, they mock my plight as I
Don't like
languish
the
through
mouth
the
way it's
endless
going,
night.
so, well, just that.
No crescendo in this silent play, just a solo of dawn in a bleak ballet. Ballet.
We got little spots of hair come up on the form.
Darkness creeps and shadows go tall. This huge heart beats loud in the hall. Scars from the past, they whisper, they call. Push through fear, stand up mighty.
No, I mean, as far as races, there's some of the common ones. There's the orcs, elves, dwarves,
Inside they scream, they fight.
but
Song in the dead of night.
there are other races, like I indicated with Frey. She's more of a horse race,
Till the dawn's first sight.
a horse human race.
So give it all, give it all. Stand against the world, never crawl, never crawl. Fight through the fears, break the wall, break the wall. Rise from the pain till the dawn's first sight.
Then we have the
Heart,
rabbit
body,
race,
soul, give it all, give it all.
which, I mean, D&D has Paragon, so it's pretty much where I use what I use for the concept.
Through the fears,
So I'm going to call it something different because Paragon.
rise from the ashes, hear the
I know they use some regular, concepts from
echoes of battles haunt the
stories
mind.
and
Past and future intertwined.
myths and legends.
Heartbeats
And Paragon
carry
is,
soul aligned. No
I
retreat,
think,
no
mythical
resign.
in our world. But I think I was going to go go with something that's fitting of its name.
Battle cries for my fierce soul for every scar we right, go
We'll decide. We'll determine it in time.
Heart, body, soul, give it all, give it all. Stand against the world, never crawl, never crawl. Fight through the fears, break the wall, break the wall. Rise from the ashes, hear the call, hear the call.
Alright. Having never drawn this before, not bad. Let's go with blue, and then we'll try and do a refined
Every breath we're
line
crawling
art. aren't.
Battle cries
And I'll
for
do
my
some
fierce song
quick.
for every star.
It's mostly going to be a handful of colors.
Heart, body, soul, give it all, give it all. Stand against the world, never crawl, never crawl. Fight through the fears, break the wall, break the wall. Rise from the ashes, hear the call, hear the call. Ha! Hear the call. Ha!
Now let's give it fangs.
Shadows haunting my dreams, relentless voices echo
Should we do
from
shark?
the depths of night.
Yeah, that'd be
Memories like
instead of
daggers pierce my
pointy
soul,
teeth
trying to
behind
find
instead of
peace,
pointy
but
teeth.
it's out of sight.
Do a shark mouth.
Blood still stains the walls of the past. Broken pieces I can't seem to mend. Fear grips tight, won't let me breathe. Echoes of the terror have no end. Scars of yesterday cutting deep. Can I forgive? Can I let it sleep? Battles wage inside my mind. Trying to escape these chains I
Give the
bind.
spittle there.
Mirror shows a fraction, reflection. Eyes haunted by survival's cold bite. Pain's a ghost that never fades. Lost in this endless night. Who am I beyond the screaming? Can't forgive this, set me free. How do I embrace tomorrow's dawn when the past won't let me be? Scars of yesterday cutting deep. Can I forgive? Can I let it sleep? Battles wage inside my mind. Trying to escape these chains I find. Scars of yesterday cutting deep. Can I forgive? Can I let it sleep? Battles wage inside my mind.
Think of this as like a cross between a zombie-esque humanoid dragon with maybe a little bit of shark-like tendencies. I don't know. I haven't fully figured it out.
Mirror shows a fractured reflection. Eyes haunted by survival's cold bite. Pain's a ghost that never fades. Lost in this endless night. Heart pounding, hands shaking, stepping on that stage. The spotlight's on, but inside I'm filled with rage. Feel the pressure rising. Gotta
Go
put
ahead
on a
and make those
show,
eyes black.
but deep down inside, I just wanna let it all go. I stare and judging as I sing my song, but they don't know the struggle that I carry along. Every word that I sing, every note that I hit, it's my only way out, my chance to finally quit. Surrounded by the noise, the fame, and the crowd, but inside I'm screaming, feeling lost in a shroud. I wear the smile, but it's just a mask I hide behind. The girl they see is different from the one they find. The girl they see is different from the one they find.
And we had just complete just a disaster.
Radiation in the air, but we're
Stream.
rocking without a care. Mutants roam the empty streets, but our rhythm never skips a beat. Surviving the fallout, boogie in the wasteland, dancing through the night with a bottle in our hand. Scavengers by day, dancing hearts by night, searching for the light in this endless fight. From shelter to the sky, we hold our heads up high. New world we create with a boogie in our gait. Surviving the fallout, boogie in the wasteland, dancing through the night with a bottle in our hand. From shelter to the sky, we hold our heads up high. New world
Another reason why we're not doing gaming today is partially because my stomach's still acting up a little bit. For those who don't know, I have gastroparesis. That's
dancing through the night.
kind of why we chose to do this art stream instead. Because we can do it shorter. It's not going to be me here sitting here for 5-6 hours like I would with this art or gaming streams. All right. If you ask me what to call it, call this thing, I flippin' don't know. I have no clue what to call this thing.
From shelter to the sky, we hold our heads up high. New world we create with a boogie in our gait. Surviving the fallout, boogie in the wasteland, dancing through the night.
Eldritchian horror is all I can say. Chimeric horror, something like that.
With a bottle in our hand. Shelter to the sky.
What is, trying to think of the name of the... Cronenberg. Nah, they're not really Cronenbergs, though. Cronenbergs have a certain oozy quality strangeness. To them. And this is more along the lines of Eldritchian.
In the depths of the shadows, darkness unfurls. The storm of vengeance, the raging tempest swirls. With hearts unyielding, unbreakable, we'll run and march through the chaos. Our spirit they can't kill. Through fire pain, we rise from the ashes. A symphony of fury where chaos lashes. No more surrender. This is a battle cry. United we stand. Together we defy.
was.
Yo, yo.
Just a gibberish.
Yo, scrambled eggs dripping from the ceiling tiles. Butterfly pancakes struck the floor with smiles. Umbrella in the toaster, kitchen full of igloos. Bananas in pajamas reading oddball haikus. Funky French's flex doing moonwalks in the night. Jelly bean skyscrapers, neon beacons bright. Boxcars dance, charting flows from typewriters. Cats in tuxedos starting pillow fights like prize fighters. Gibberish walls, nonsense symphonies, skipping through chaos, chaotic harmony. Verse and chorus tangled in a riddle. Spin the words and let the punchlines wiggle. Champagne puddles sprout a garden of beard. Saxophone lawn gnomes chatting with a beard. Clip clop lamps on a circus trapeze. Noodles in the shoebox playing SB-double-ED. Microwave singing about a love triangle toast. Fifth dimension barbecue with invisible roast. Hamsters brew espresso in the pirate ship's bow. Gummy bear gravestones to honor Mr. Mao. Gibberish walls, nonsense symphonies, skipping through chaos, chaotic harmony. Verse and chorus tangled in a riddle. Spin the words and let the punchlines wiggle. Let the punchlines wiggle. Yeah, spin the words and let the punchlines wiggle. Champagne puddles sprout a garden of weird. Saxophone lawn gnomes chatting with a beard. Clip clop lamps on a circus trapeze. Noodles in the shoebox playing SB-double-ED. Microwave singing about a love triangle toast. Fifth dimension barbecue with invisible roast. Hamsters brew espresso in the pirate ship's bow. Gummy bear gravestones to honor Mr. Mao. Gibberish walls, nonsense symphonies, skipping through chaos, chaotic harmony. Verse and chorus tangled in a riddle. Spin the words and let the punchlines wiggle. Let the punchlines wiggle. Yeah, spin the words and let the punchlines wiggle.
Shadowed skies break at dawn. Two hearts beating strong.
Even played song. Very easy whenever I do Twin Hearts.
Cut through dark like a blade. Evil spirits can't violate. Hand in hand, obvious collide. Demons tremble, hours strive. Moonlight.
If I were to draw this in a comic, I would be pissed. Because this is gonna be one hell of a, it'd be one hell of a drawing for them. So I don't have a name yet for this form, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But this would be part of Mira. Go ahead and add watercolor.
Whispers in the air, burn them with our love's flare. Eyes like stars burning bright, cut their shadows with our light. Fear and sorrow fall away, haunting spirits will
Don't worry,
make us
this brown is only a base. Only a base.
step by
It's
step
gonna
on
get
destiny.
weird.
Trust and strength, the melody. In this fight, we're not alone. Twin hearts away, conqueror. Twin heart will fight as one. In the dark till battles won. Demons shall fly, we all one light. Love ignites the morning sun. Silver steel and sacred vows. Through the night we'll mend the now. Wicked whispers in the air, burn them with our love's flare. Eyes like steel and sacred vows. Through the night we'll mend the now. Wicked whispers in the air, burn them with our love's flare. Eyes like stars burning crowns. Through the night we'll mend the now. Wicked whispers in the air, burn simple joys start to flow. Fishing down by the calm blue stream, catching dreams that softly gleam.
Let's add a little bit of nauseous green in there.
In this place I want to stay, under the star-blue sky, where the stars shine so high. In the moonlight we will play, simple life here to stay. Under the stars at night, everything feels
Purple.
so right. In this world we belong, together we're strong. Working hard in the golden sun, every day we have so much fun. Harvest time, the crops are high, with you here by
Hair a little bit, make it look more like Mira's original hair, since it would have been used. The body would be original, not trying to mimic something else.
So high, in the moonlight we will play, simple life here to stay.
Bring the purple out on tentacles a little bit.
Under the star-blue sky, where the stars shine so high. In the moonlight we will play, simple life here to stay.
I gotta undo some spots, but this is another new one.
I remember sunny days.
So where I had the one song about Kyle,
You were
this is
my
the
anchor,
opposite with
didn't
Tetra.
know I'd shiver when the distance came between us two. Still I feel your touch like morning dew. You and me in fields where flowers bloom. Life was a canvas we painted with a tune. Years have passed, but the colors stay. You're the echo in my heart that won't fade away. Even though you're far, we're connected deep. Memories of love and dreams we keep. Time can't erase what our hearts store. Love's still alive, just like before.
Just to make it easier on me to do.
I hold a picture frame of yesteryear. Your smile still brings me close, makes you near. Though the years roll on and seasons turn, for your affection my soul will always yearn. In my solitude I hear your laugh, every whispered secret, every humble craft. Though you're miles away in this vast
like before. In my solitude,
Now,
I
if I'm
hear
doing
you
the
laugh.
black, I've got to do.
Every whispered secret, every humble craft.
I've got to separate these sentences
Though you're miles away,
by using
in this
colors.
fast life spree, you're the eternal note in my melody. Even though you're far, we're connected deep. Memories of love and dreams we keep. Time can't erase what our hearts store. Love still alive, just like before.
Well, that's enough to give me some nightmares. Let's do a little bit more of the highlight, and then we'll call it. Do a little bit larger. That's way too large. Erase some of this mess.
Lights go down streams and thanks for time we spend. Laughs and smiles all through night. With you, it feels just right. Signing off. Don't forget like, comment, song.
And the song we're about to hear,
Signing
and
off.
its actual
Ring
action.
the
And it,
bell and show some out. Good vibes, shared a fun ride. With you, I'm filled with pride. See you next time, my friend. Our fun,
So-
it never ends.
definitely stuff of nightmare.
Signing off,
We
signing
get
off.
these
Don't
appropriately
forget
positioned
like,
here.
comment, song. Signing off, signing off.
All right.
Ring the bell and show some out.
RL Eldritchian horror. I don't really want to go much further with this because it's still a work in progress. Definitely something to frighten
Good
and
vibes,
give
shared
nightmares,
a
like
fun
I
ride.
said.
With you,
But
I'm
we
filled
have
with pride.
others.
See you
The other
next
ones have
time,
done.
my
All
friend.
of these are
Our
technically
fun,
the
it
same
never
character in the
ends.
novel.
Signing off, signing off.
Like I said, we're not going to
Don't
do really
forget
any of
like,
the
comment,
others.
song.
I've kind of already
Signing
sketched them out
Signing
before.
off. Ring the
Here's
bell
been
and
the
show
only
some
kind of
out.
one. Oh, there we go. So there's how she'll appear mostly in the regular book. Going forth.
Bippity-bloppity,
but that's how they looked beforehand, being called the quote creature. In the first chapter, being someone who's just completely forgotten and unliked through the world. So, this was an impromptu sort of art stream in place of doing gaming. Still having some health issues. My health issues flare up with gastroparesis. I will be back though tomorrow night. We will be continuing with our Final Fantasy Rebirth run as we complete Cosmo Canyon up, and we'll go back to a few areas, but we will be heading to Niflheim, the place of Cloud and Tifa's birth. So we'll be heading back to that at the end of this, or through the stream next week. Or, I mean, not next week, tomorrow. And we will be back on Tuesday with a dribble draw going on about Pokemon and what's going on. So we'll go into that. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful week, and a wonderful year. Good night, everybody.
Lights go down streams and thanks for time we spend. Laughs and smiles all through